Literally.
We need to find out though, for real.
Right.
Hey y'all, what's up?
What up? What up?
Time for another episode, and we got a lot to say today. Look, Scott done came in here with a secret shirt, so we trying to figure out.
Yep, just support.
Backus report.
Backus report.
I love it. Backus, nice. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
Yep. Got to give props to those people who do stuff behind the scenes and all of that stuff, man. So
for sure.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna get into it. Look at it.
All right, y'all tap in. Let's go.
Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. On demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a strong.
You bouncing to your thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Scott done pulled up with a secret shirt.
Yeah, y'all see that a little bit later.
LOL.
These wardrobe changes from week to week be killing me. But you know what? I'm with it though. I ain't mad at it.
It's a part of the show.
I did something a little different. What my little Sky West paraphernalia. Custom.
What does it say on the side?
Custom. CEO.
Period.
Who had a good game? We'll talk about that though. CEO had a good game.
Hey, we on now.
And he was slapping people on the sidelines and stuff. I don't know what was going on.
Not slapping people on the sidelines.
What words?
All right, y'all. Let's get into the top 10. We'll get to that soon.
Let's do it.
I've seen Bully get all game. Shaq with the jab. Oh, and Shaq with the spin. Shaq is going to take it all the way. Oh, for 2 points. Come on now, big man. Oh, wow. And Jordan with the side step. Dez posted up, it's no good. Going the other way. Give it over to Ed instead with the jam.
Double team him, and then they're kicking into their wide open 3-point shooter.
And take it for the
Nice. I like it,
bro. So, a couple of things. Number one, Shaq, you made it, bro. Because that move from the top of the. Can we just talk about the fact that Shaq honestly been doing guard stuff all season?
He has.
Like he won the 1v1 that we definitely thought a guard was gonna win. He won a 3-point competition. We thought guard was going to win. Now he up at the top of the key with a whole spin around. With a whole
heem.
Lay. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was tough, Shaq. You know, so
real tough.
And then Corey.
Bro, that shot was like amazing.
It was nasty, bro.
It was amazing.
The mechanics of the shot was crazy because he looked like he could have laid it up, but he pulled it out. But it's like he didn't really pull it all the way. Like like the second he stepped back, he just let it go, and he was off balance, falling away, and everything, and net
in there, bro. In there. Nice. That K-Roll had a little nasty rip though. That number 10.
That was disrespectful.
I was like, yeah,
that was disrespectful.
He signed him. Like for real. Like, man.
He did.
And of course the Terminator.
Oh yeah. Shaq said, "Don't jinx him." Hey man.
Hey bro, it was nice, bro. What can we say? I mean,
then it was like it was another one that wasn't in there, but he had a nasty block too.
Yeah.
Mason went up and he cleaned that block.
Yeah.
Like, it was. Yeah. He was hooping Sunday, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, mate. Mason, I know we're gonna get a phone call. Here we go. We're gonna get a phone call afterwards. Hey man. But you know, it is what it is. You know, we still love all y'all.
All right, so what we doing next week? What we doing?
All right, well, y'all already know we got to get into our what the ham sandwich moment.
Yeah. Oh Lord, oh God, I'm on there this week.
You had a moment.
Rebound, Eric. Outlet to DJ. Rock is no good.
This game, the entire game, he's only come out with 2 minutes, a minute and a half left in the game. They brought him out.
No good. And DRC comes up with the rebound, and Corey with the steal. A lot of what the ham sandwich happening right now.
And then you get yourself in good position.
Wait, hold up, Mason. What I was capping about? Shaq blocked you yesterday, bro. Come on now, I give you all your props when you do good. Like it was just a block. Yeah, Shaq blocked you yesterday.
The one where the cameraman didn't know what to do. That was funny. It was a hey.
But bro, what was it with everybody being on the floor?
Oh no, man. It was people. I mean, sliding the third base, sliding the home base. Like it was crazy, man. It was wow.
Hey, Jordan said Rock on it every week.
Bro, you ain't lying, but Rock
between him and Said, they like the two front runners of being on it. Like they like the JaVale McGee's, like being on it every week.
For real. Oh, Backus on there, man. You see the shirt, bro. You see the shirt. This for you,
yeah,
man. Backus report, man.
Can we get a zoom in on that? Can we get a close up on the Backus report shirt?
The Backus report. See it. It's all for you, homie. Made for you.
Backus been putting in work all season. Y'all drove that man crazy this year with all these trades, all this stuff. So Backus, a little support for you, my brother.
Yep. All day. He said on my soul, bro.
He said he
ain't say on my mama. Like he said on his whole soul, bro. Like,
hey, well, you know what? That might be fair. I mean, from the angle that we see it from, it looked clean. So I mean, I can't get into if he fouled or not. But from the angle we saw, it looked clean. But he said he fouled. Either way, we'll take it either way. But
Backus what size? Medium.
They said Kel got to be in the front runner too for like being the one that's like on it every week because Kel was on it consistently for that jump.
Yeah.
For like first 3-4 weeks. Same spot.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I mean, he got hung a couple times. It was bad.
It
was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should that be an award? Like,
what the ham sandwich?
I feel like somebody won't even want to know what the ham sandwich award. I wouldn't want that crap. Yeah, I don't want that. That. Nah, that would be fine. We'll deliberate about that afterwards.
Baggins said he need an extra medium, by the way.
Extra medium.
Extra medium.
We can make it happen, Baggins.
And Kenya says she'll take a small because she, that's obviously, if you guys don't know, that's the wife.
That is Miss Baggins report.
Yes.
Mrs. Baggins report. Excuse me.
And speaking of what the ham sandwich, we can't forget the original. Sam, you got my video?
Oh, snuck. And JB with the
Really, Alicia?
Hey, Alicia get an A+ for that one, cuz. God, dog.
Serious? Bruh.
Snuck that in on you.
Bruh.
That one, look, we have like a little text
started
message.
The trend.
We have like a little text message that we send, like the order of the show. That wasn't on there.
No, I'm looking. I'm like, bro, that's not one of the things. Like, how do we? Alicia, I thought we was better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
everybody can be on what the ham sandwich.
Bro, I was on the new one this week. We did not have to go back to the OG.
You started the trend.
That's like the original.
That was the original because that was the only one we had. It was. Let me say, it wasn't the only moment.
Yeah. That one right there, man.
I took a moment to make fun of myself. I definitely did. I was like, I got to edit this because
all day, man. I'm telling you, Def to SB, bro. Def to SB.
That's wild. Yes, Stefan, you come get her because she did that. She did that. Hey, for effort, Darius. You did your best. You missed the shot and you did your best to try to make up for it. Hey, the sign still lives to this day.
Kel said he was only on there two times. That's what he said.
I mean, I guess. But anyway, all right. What we doing now, Alicia? Because I'm ready.
All right.
Can we get into this?
Let's go ahead and get into these recaps. First we had Chargers versus Warriors.
Disclaimer, because I know folks be getting their feelings about what is said on this show. We are just calling like we see. And mind you, if you watched the broadcast Sunday, you've heard some of this said already. But I'm just going to reiterate. So whoever I speak on in this moment, don't get in your feelings. We're just talking about basketball here. Constructive criticism. That's all we're talking about here. So first and foremost, Warriors got out-coached. Number one. Warriors got out-coached in the sense that things that I saw. Okay, Jarrell Tate, 31 points, right? His literal nickname is Jay Bully.
Mm-hmm.
Bully. Because of his physical play style.
Mm-hmm.
The matchups that I saw them throwing at him made zero sense to me. I saw Gary guarding him. Now, again, no disrespect to Gary, but Gary is not a physical, that's not a physical play style. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even defensively, he's not a physical defender. So, like, he's more likely to, when you go by, he's gonna poke the ball away or wait for you to go around and reach around and try to poke the ball. But he's not going to like physically play physical defense. But you put that person on tape, and literally every time you do that, it's a bucket. Then I saw another possession where, he said, bring them feelings to After Dark. Yes, absolutely. Sky West After Dark. Anyway, then I saw another possession where I saw Amari on him. And I'm like, here yet again, Amari is athletic. Amari is a great ball player. But when it comes to defense, what are they saying?
Said Josiah got fired in the middle of the game.
I can't. Okay, I haven't got there yet, Tyler. Wait.
Oh, boy.
So, Mari's on him. And same result, bucket. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, I'm putting my coach's hat on. I'm like, at this point, first and foremost, I would have had your best bet. Because, again, you could have put Mason. Could have put Mason on him, right? Remember, Mason even said it. He was going to guard him, and he said that was going to be the situation, right? As a defensive strategist, I don't want Mason on him. Why? Mason is your rim protector. I want Mason protecting the rim. I don't want him out on the perimeter because now what happens? Now our rim is unprotected. And now people are, and that happened. It was a couple of times where Mason got pulled out and other people started scoring. They were going to the rim and they were hitting threes. That's a whole nother problem. Secondly, they did not throw. I think I might have saw maybe one double come his way. Maybe. And I think that was towards the end of the game. So in my mind, I'm like, these are coaching things, like coaching adjustments. You know what I mean? Like you gotta make some coaching adjustments and say, hey, like, I see, let's at least try to get the ball out of his hands and make somebody else beat us. Not let the man literally just set up camp and do whatever he wants every possession down the floor and not making any adjustments. Also, how come Barlow didn't go over there? He's the most physical player that they have. Now we sing his praises every week.
We do.
So now it goes both ways. How come he wasn't over there? To me, now granted, we hadn't seen nobody stop Tate all year. We hadn't seen it. Not saying if there's anybody, I don't get it. Oh man, I can stop him. I ain't saying what you can and cannot do. I'm saying what we've seen this week 10. We ain't seen nobody stop him yet. But I felt like Barlow would have been the prime person to stop or slow him down because he's physical. But when you got Gary and Mari on him for multiple plays at a time, and I don't see the coach switching that, to me, I'm like, what are we doing here? Then, like they said, looked like, yeah, they said they trapped after he had about 25. Exactly. It's too late now. Like he's pretty much done with his food. What you mean? You don't come take his plate when he done eating? That don't make no sense.
Number bones and scrap left.
No, literally. No, seriously. So, but anyway, yeah, and Jordan said the matchups was bad. 1,000%. The matchups were terrible.
Yep.
And then it looked like the coaching staff wasn't even on the same page. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Josiah and Faust, they weren't on the same page. So you got that too. And it's like, this is too important of a game to have that. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of one of those things where, and then just even like from my own observation, because, you know, me and King are sitting there calling the game and we're looking at everything that's taking place so we can talk about it. You know, you got players that don't want to come out. You got players that, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you can't have that kind of stuff, especially in this moment. We're in playoffs and playing. Like, this is make or break time. Like, everybody got to be together. It can't just be a one-man show. It can't just be, I'm trying to get mine or whatever. No, it's got to be a cohesive unit. What did the Chargers look like? They look like a cohesive unit. They look like the veteran team that we talked about last week when we said, look, they're veterans, they're experienced, and shoot. See, they came out with the win, and it was a convincing win too. It wasn't like, oh yeah, the Warriors, man, that could have gone either way. Like, no, they looked like they got dominated. They looked pretty much not in control the entire game.
Well, Mason, since you know you want to talk about Vegas and all of that stuff, I think I was the one that said Chargers would win. And it happened. So I will say that because I always admit when I was wrong, but I was right. Number two, I agree, but
Baker said they tried Barlow.
That's what I was about to say. That they tried Barlow in the first matchup, but it didn't pan out either. So at that point, like, I agree with the whole just double team at that point and not let him get below that 3-point line, because that's where, and I'm not saying Tate can't, because Tate can, like, he can catch fire from 3 as well, but you would rather him catch fire or shoot from there than to get to that basket. Like, at the basket, Tate is, that's why I call him the Terminator, dude. He destroys stuff. Like, when he gets to that basket, he's either going to the free throw line, you know what I'm saying, or he's making that basket. I mean, he's a strong cat, man. And he doesn't get tired. Like, he's one of those other people in the league that don't get tired. So it was just a problem. And then when he wasn't going, you had Shaq going. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just played well as a team overall. you know, and I think it was a good team win for them. I think that the Warriors do have some, like I said, I think the inexperience of the Warriors hurt them. And that's what I was saying on the show last week was I think that the Chargers experience, because the core of the Chargers is still together. Like the core of the Chargers is still together. And to have that core and to have a player like Tate with his cerebral capabilities of just playing basketball, I mean, he just adds to it. So that's just experience to me. You know, it's a lot of experience, and it's hard to overcome that when you're an up-and-coming team. So that's why I was making the statements I was making. There's no disrespect to the Warriors because I think they've done a phenomenal job. I mean, the Warriors is one of those teams that weren't even talked about or thought about, you know, like that last season. They weren't really in the running in the race, but they've done a great job, you know, this season getting to where they're getting.
1,000%. I also will say this too. The Warriors have to reward their big man on offense.
Oh yeah.
Because what I will say, Mason has an offensive game too. And I think on offense, he did get kind of froze out a little bit. But I mean, everybody knows this. When you reward your big man, you're going to continue to get those defensive stops. You're going to continue to get those rebounds. You're going to continue to get, you know what I'm saying? Because they feel part of the game. When you ice your big man, I mean, we're not talking about a Rudy Gobert type big man that's not offensive, you know, that's just strictly there just for defense. Like you're talking about a big guy that can score as well. So he wants to score, you know what I'm saying? He wants the ability to affect the game on offense as well. And when you ice that person out of that, they feel out of the game. So now the defensive prowess does this a little bit too, because it's like, bro, I'm not finna do all the dirty work for y'all, but y'all gonna act like I'm invisible on offense. So I think that could have played a bit of a factor as well. And then also I just think, and I'm going to address this even a little bit more when we get to the Wolves game too, but in this type of situation, where we are now, playoffs, you got to have your whole team firing at all cylinders because, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but that's a part of what happened with y'all. Panthers was firing on all cylinders. The entire team was engaged, entire team was locked in, and it showed. With the Warriors, their whole team wasn't firing at all cylinders. Omar didn't have a good shooting day. Mason was kind of froze out. I think he might have put up 2, maybe 3 shots. Amari wasn't having a monster offensive day. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like they weren't firing at all cylinders. The Chargers, Tate was going, and all the others had to do was just be ready when their numbers were called because Tate was doing whatever he wanted. The others just had to be ready when their number was called, and they were. So I think that was the difference. So, but yeah, that's my whole thing on that.
Now, my only question is, do you think, and I'm just asking this because I don't want to assume anything, but because I think Coach Faust, he wants Mason to I guess go down low more or get in the post more. Do you think that's why he's not getting the ball as much, because he hangs around more of that free throw line area versus
that's his bread and butter area though?
I'm just asking the question. Like I said,
I think that's a know your personnel thing. If he's around that free throw line, all he has to do is turn around and shoot. Look at where he's scored from majority of this season, where a lot of his shots come from. It was in that area. So why would you not give him the ball in that area?
Right.
Why would you say, no, get out of your bread and butter area and go where I want you to go? But it's like you're literally neutralizing your person's best weapon. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it.
But even so, like it seems like teammates aren't passing him the ball, you know, in that area. So, like, I mean, I don't know if it's just Coach Faust, but I don't think it's just him. You know, his teammates not throwing. He's in the area. Like, why not give him the ball? Like, what's the issue? I mean,
that's a locker room thing, bro. I don't know about that. Like, that's something they got to figure out. Boy, they ain't here talking about
They're talking about Cancun right now.
They're talking about Cancun.
Yeah.
He said, "Now say that same thing for the next game, Darius, but replace Mason with TJ."
Who said that? TJ?
Because TJ felt like he getting iced out the game. I got some talking to do on that one too, TJ. I got some talking to do on that. What we doing? We going to the next game now since TJ's moving us along. What we doing, Lisa? What we got next?
Yeah, let's go to Savages versus Titans.
Savages Titans. You want to start with that one since I started with this one?
Man, that was a gritty game.
Because you ain't gonna start with next. I already know.
Oh, I'll start the next one. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
You gonna start with the one game? Okay.
But it was a gritty game, man. It was a very, very gritty game. I like the fact that the Savages were out of it. They were out of the race, period. But they showed heart and they fought for that game. Like they fought for it. The Savages did. They fought, even though they lost. I mean, it was like, what was it? It was 2 points. Was it?
Yeah, it was barely. Corey don't hit that game winner.
Right.
Yeah.
It was 2 points, but like they came out firing on all cylinders, man. So I got to give kudos to them. Steve,
man,
what did Steve say?
I was gonna say it, bro.
What did Steve say he was gonna do? You know, he said he's gonna be on one.
So just if y'all didn't watch the broadcast, I'm gonna recap that real quick. So after dark last week, they were ranking top 10 guards, top 10 forward, top 10 whatever. Steve's name was left off of that list, and my boy felt the way about it. And so he said, I think I need to remind people, you know, just essentially just who I am.
Right.
And my boy had a torch yesterday because he was killing them.
And you know what? You know what else Steve did? He really didn't talk that much to the refs like that. He talked to him, but it wasn't the normal screaming at him, doing all of that stuff. Steve came for blood, bro.
No, do you know what he actually said though? And I really appreciated this because this is what I said I was gonna talk some about too. Like the Savages were starting to fall apart a little bit, and you could hear Steve over there yelling in the corner. He was like, bro, we've been doing this all season.
Yeah.
Focusing on the refs. Like, forget the refs and just hoop, bro. Like, just hoop. And I'm like,
he did it.
Yeah, like
he did it.
At this point, it's week 10, bro. Yelling at them ain't gonna change nothing. It's really just gonna take you out of your game. And so, TJ, I'm gonna give both sides. The first side, I will say 1000%. I do feel in certain moments that they do ice TJ out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And not only TJ, but they do the same thing to PJ.
Not this game though.
No, they did. PJ saved them at the end of the game.
He did.
But throughout the game,
he didn't touch the ball much.
He didn't touch the ball much throughout the game. But at the end of the game,
dinner time, he ate a meal.
He ate. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I do believe they did ice TJ out of the game, and TJ is one of those types to where because he knows what he can do,
right?
When you ice him out, it affects him. It affects the others. So you may not get as much on D, or you may not get as whatever. So, but then here's my flip side to you, TJ, because, and like I said to you on Sunday, you are a star player on that team. They will go as you go. Steve was going for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it didn't matter what anybody else was doing. Steve was going for it. He needed somebody else to match him, I think. Because I think it wouldn't have even been with the way that they were playing, they may not have been in that situation where Corey would have been able to hit that shot that honestly won them the game. They may not have been there.
Yeah.
But it was just like Steve had to carry the load, and then finally they were able to get PJ involved.
Right.
But TJ, I feel he let his frustration get the best of him. Frustrated with the referees, frustrated with his team, you know, just overall frustration. Mm-hmm. And I think that's my challenge to TJ, because I think that will be that next thing that takes him to the next level in terms of superstar status. Like, yo, just you control the game. The game is not controlling you and your emotions.
Right. You're
controlling the game. And I got confidence that he can do that. You know, it's just, I get it. I mean, it's week 10, you got the playoffs. It's been the same stuff all season. And then now we in this dogfight and you getting iced out of the game.
Yeah.
And the refs acting crazy. Like, I get it. I totally get it.
But like I said, I'm happy with their punch, man. I'm happy that they came out and really literally tried to win that game. They did what they can do to try to win that game. Now over to the Titans. I mean, kudos to them, man. We got to talk about Barry.
Got to.
Because Barry was on one.
Did you see when he looked at the camera?
Yeah,
that was the most savage thing.
Yeah, he was on one. And just overall, man, I just think they played a good game. James came in, he's back from wherever he was. But he came in, man. Moving. Yeah. And James, man, like a lot of people argue and all of that stuff, but man, James is in the running for 6 man. Like I need y'all to stop capping. That dude is in the running for 6 man. James has been a great guy for that team. And coming off the bench and doing his role and doing what he needs to do, I got to give him his credit. Now I have to give another person credit. Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Larry this season, Larry has jumped from a couple, a team to a team and stuff like. Larry has been an ultimate team player this year. I have to give him credit, man, and he played a great game this game.
Mm-hmm.
He made a lot of decisions. Like a lot of times, he used to make a lot of bad decisions, but this game he made a lot of great decisions. So I have to give him credit, and give credit where credit's due there. So, but just overall, the Titans, they came out with that victory, and it's been like that for them all season long.
Mm-hmm.
It's been just close game. Even when we played them, it was a free throw. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. So, but I do think the culture over there is good. I think that they're up and coming team. Even though they were one win, our win, away from the playoffs. If we would have won,
that I ain't gonna lie, bro. That hurts.
Yeah,
just seeing where the Titans came from and just like the season that they had this year to miss the playoffs off of a technicality of, based on the system and the way the system is set up. It's like, dog, you won enough to get in, but not quite. Like that one of those losses. Which one did they say hurt? The Warriors lost, I believe it was. 1 point. It's like, bro, that one thing killed your 6-4 season. Like that's kind of cool. But it also goes to show too just how competitive the league is as well, and how you can have a great, a good season and still not make it in. Like it's
crazy.
It's like the West. It's like the West over here. Like it's a tight race. So yeah, we talking about y'all now, Tyler. Tyler said, y'all still talking about the Savages like they won. We were saving the best for last, man. Y'all the winners. Champion come out last. What you mean?
I just talked 2 or 3 minutes about that team.
No, but anyway, and they were missing Don.
That was big too.
They were missing Don this game as well. So that that was it was like I said, it was a good game. I mean, you hate it for the Savages because they fought, they battled.
They did fight, but
Corey, good God.
That shot that Corey made was like that's a
player of the year candidate. Because we usually do player of the year.
God, man.
Is that a player of the year candidate?
We gotta ask the chat that, man, because it's
chat. What y'all think? Is that a play of the year candidate? Because y'all know we typically do play of the year. Who won play of the year last year?
Was it Jordan? No, he won.
Jordan won dunk of the year.
Dunk of the year. I forgot who won play of the year. Y'all remind us. And then this top 10 list that they're talking about. Maybe that was after 2 because
that was on After Dark, y'all. That was on After Dark. Yeah,
that must have been when I was like, it was over with me.
Yeah, it was over. I ain't gonna lie, that top 10 list started at about 2:45.
Oh yeah, it was over with, bro. I got 2 kids in school.
Yeah,
I got coach football. I got cut grab, but I wanted to stay up with y'all. Yeah, I had to be like, I had to have a whole adult moment. Like, bro, go your tail to bed. You too old to be trying to hate with these young cats.
Nah, that's facts, bro. It was that. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my After Dark boys, man.
After Dark was dope, by the way.
Y'all did that. We're gonna talk about that at the end of the show because we're gonna shout y'all out and send everybody over there when we finish. But yeah, and then TJ said he tipped the shot. That's what's crazy. He said he tipped the shot.
Oh, so TJ, you said it's your fault they win it.
All you had to do was play lazy defense.
Just play lazy defense.
Play lazy
he would have overshot it. He would have tipped it.
TJ won the game. But anyway, definitely a good game. And, definitely shout out to the Titans for the great season that they've had. I mean, like I said, I literally felt like this could have been a year the Titans could have won a championship. So, shout out to y'all for sure.
All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Wolves versus Panthers.
Next game.
Nah, this one. Stay right there.
This game. First and foremost, I want to say this. kudos to the Panthers. Kudos to Coach Champ. Kudos to the whole team for coming out there and just taking it. Because that's what they did. They came out there, they took it. They understood who we had and what disadvantages we had, and they took it. You know what I'm saying? I got to give them their credit. They came out, hustled, and did what they did. I have nothing bad to say, and I have no excuses, for the Wolves. I don't care who's not there. I feel like we are a good enough team to get a win. We've done it before. We've done it with 6 people. We've done it. I think last season we had 5 at one point. So, I mean, it was just crazy, man. So you know me, I'm always going to take the fault and the blame for a loss. That's my job as a leader. That's my job as a coach. I'm going to take the blame. It was a couple of times where I think when we went to that 3-2 defense, I should have known better, you know what I'm saying, than to go to a 3-2. It's not because 3-2 is not right in the situation. It's because 3-2 wasn't practiced by us like that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when
in the zone, you have to know your rotation.
Have to know your rotation. You have to know your role in the 3-2. And boy, they ate us up in that, And I tried to stay in it for a little while. We had to come out of it. And then, just over in the bench, trying to control all of that stuff. It was a little chaotic on the bench, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out things. Now, like I said, I take blame for all of that stuff. And I'm not going to point any fingers at my players. I'm going to point all the fingers at me. As a coach, I got to do better. I gotta be better in those situations. I gotta make better adjustments. And Champ, you know what I'm saying? Champ did what he was supposed to do. He adjusted. He did what he had to do. So what I'm going to say about my team is I'm going to still say in this moment that I'm still proud of a moment. It was 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I want to say, and somebody can correct me on this, I want to say that we were down by approximately 16 or 17 points. And the Wolves became the Wolves for a second. They bought that game within 6 points. And that was a proud moment for me. Our guys rallied and did what they needed to do to bring it back. And I will say, I do think over time that, it's a few people in that they had to play the whole game. It's just, just who we had available. They had to play the whole game. And yes, mistakes were made. There was some turnovers and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, when you're tired, you make the most mistakes. And it happens. So I'm not going to harp too much on – I said what I needed to say to them. I've talked to them and all of that stuff. But I'm not going to harp too much on that because I know what we have. And I'll be the first to say, I still think we have the most dominant big man in this league in Rashad Faust. And I think Rashad Faust he's a big part of our winning and what we do. Also, Desmond Rush is a big part of what we do. Desmond he's carried this team before when we needed him and stuff like that. So I got to give credit to Amari. Amari played a heck of a ball game. He had to guard one of arguably the best guards in this league in Jordan. And yes, Jordan got by him. Yes, Jordan did this and that. But at the same time, who stops him? Who stops Jordan? Or Bully? Him and Bully are two people in this league that's like it's hard to game plan for them and stop them. And like I said, coaching should have probably threw a double team at him. Should have did a little something different. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take the blame for that. But I got to give credit to Amari. I got to give credit to Miles. Miles actually played a great game as well. And I got to give credit to Sham because Sham had a car accident. He's actually out there playing hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, but none of those are excuses. We had a bad game. We had a horrible game. Like we didn't play well. We didn't play as a team, and at the end of the day, I gotta blame the head of the snake, and the head of the snake is me. So whatever y'all want to analyze and say what y'all want to say, but I'm gonna point out the fingers at me because I'm the head of the snake. It is my fault when my guys are not together. So I mean, you know, three losses this season. You know, I think overall we had a good season. You know what I'm saying? But that loss, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? It hurt. And but like I said, point the fingers at me. I take all responsibility, and I'll let you guys talk and analyze what you want to analyze.
Well, okay, because I'm gonna come down the road. Mm-hmm. But I'll start since you said you're gonna point the fingers yourself. I'll start with you. And we hold each other accountable. So there were a couple of decisions you made that I did not agree with. Mm-hmm. The first one was the 3-2. I think any form of a zone against the Panthers is just a bad idea. Mm-hmm. They have arguably, like, they might as well be called the Splash Brothers. Like, they literally have at least 4 or 5 shooters.
Brothers, as in,
brothers. With a lot of like they got the shooters on their team. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I thought that was a bad idea. Number one. Number two, I feel like you pulled a JJ Redick the way you burned your players out and played them some of them the whole game, some of them the whole whatever. I understand there are certain players that you don't like to play in certain situations, but I also was looking at the way that Champ was rotating. I saw a few moments where you could have inserted Will or you could have inserted Juan in different little moments that could have possibly given somebody a blow. Because when I tell you, watching that game, to me, that was easily the worst game y'all played all year. Number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, when it came to effort, the only real effort that I saw there was, and I'm not saying like people just weren't giving effort the whole game, but I'm talking about game changing, what was keeping y'all even in the game. Amari, if you talk about how many offensive rebounds he had, putbacks, and whatever the case may be, like, he was keeping y'all, like, whatever engine y'all had, he was keeping y'all in it. Because I'm gonna tell you, the way CI came out,
crazy.
Like, literally, if we were boxing, it was like y'all got hit with a crazy haymaker that y'all did not see coming, and y'all were staggered for like the next 3 quarters. It was like y'all were rocked and trying to figure out how to regain composure.
Hold on 1 second, because this is very important.
Okay.
This is very important, what Champ just said. If you can put that on the screen, because this is what we're about. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're about. Champ said, I also want to give a public apology to Rashad Faust, and I hope Rashad is listening. He said, after watching the video, I did indeed bump into him and didn't realize it. For that, I apologize, and it wasn't intentional, big fella. My bad. So I don't know if y'all know what happened, but it was Rashad and him was kind of getting at it. And, I had a long talk with Champ and everything like that about it. I didn't see what happened. So, I don't take sides when I don't see what happened. I don't take sides. But at the end of the day, Champ, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying what you said, because Rashad did feel a certain way about that. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you saying what you're saying, because, that just shows your maturity, and it shows who you are as a person. So I definitely appreciate that, man. And once again, I hope Rashad is listening to this, because Champ just gave me an apology, and I'll make sure I communicate with Rashad if he didn't see this. But, man, I definitely appreciate you, Champ. But you can continue.
Nah, shout out, Champ. Appreciate that. But yeah, the effort was just overall from the time CI came out and blasted y'all. It was just like y'all didn't recover from an energy standpoint, because if you remember the circle in the middle, y'all had the energy. Shaw was yelling, it was hype and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, oh snap! Like, these boys CI came out and had their first 9, and it was like y'all didn't see that coming, and it was just like y'all were staggered ever since.
Oh no, we listen, we didn't see that coming. No. Look, who are we planning for? Man, you got King, you got Joy, you got Sean. You know what I'm saying? Those are like the shooters. We know CI is a shooter. There's no disrespect to CI, but he's coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? For the most, he started this game, I think, because King wasn't there yet. But he's coming off the bench. He's like the bench spark, and he's not I'm not saying CI can't shoot because he can, but that type of shooting, that was like some crazy on fire type, like, and so that was a big punch in the mouth, bro. I'm not gonna
set the tone for the entire game because I'm telling you, y'all's energy after that, it never recovered because with every 3 that CI hit, the louder the gym got and the momentum just firmly swung in their way, and y'all never got it back. And then, so when y'all got in that position, Capes came out. You know, people started playing hero ball, and you know, we name names on this show. It's one of those situations I'll never sit here and say Dez does not pass because that's not true. However, there were moments where I felt like he needed to because people, I mean, Jay Steele, that's one of your shooters on your team. Jay might have shot one shot that whole game. Amari, he got a couple off, but it was just kind of like happenstance. It wasn't intentional. It was kind of like happenstance. Miles, the only shots he got off was the shots that he already had the ball in his hand and he had to pull. Again, at this point of the season, when you got a team like the Panthers where they're firing on all cylinders, y'all didn't expect for CI to do that, but that's what it looks like when a team is firing on all cylinders. Everybody's ready. Champ had them ready for y'all. They were ready for y'all. So it's kind of one of those situations where now you got the Wolves. Y'all wasn't firing on all cylinders. Dez was trying to get his. Rashad was trying to get his. But everybody else was just kind of like, you know, we here and we'll do our best. Amari's going to hustle. Amari's going to get some points just off hustle alone. But y'all didn't have – I put that on Dez because he is y'all's point guard. That he has to bring the rest of the team together and get everybody else involved so that way everybody is firing on all cylinders so y'all can match what the Panthers was doing. That ain't what happened. It was just like, I got to go get a bucket. And then you have Rashad who – and I say this all the time, you're not going, especially when you're arguing within your team, you're not going to beat each other, the referees, and the other team. Somebody is going to lose, and probably going to be you in most of the time in that situation. Your team is going to lose. So you got Dez doing what he was doing. I mean, and mind you, Dez is a skilled basketball player. Again, one of the top 10 guards in this league. But he was trying to do it himself. You got Rashad. He's trying to score, but he's also battling the refs. And there were possessions where he was talking to the refs, Panthers going the other way. And so they're getting buckets off of that. So it's like, and then I will shout out again. Oh, also, prayers up for Said too. He finished the rest of the game, but he did go, I believe, to the ER today, you know, to just get checked out and all that stuff.
What did they say?
I'm not sure. He hyperextended it first and foremost, especially if you slow the clip down, you can see when he came down, like, he hyperextended it when he came down, and he was just, you know, he said he just wants to make sure that he's good, but he's still real sore and all that. But you know, shout out, prayers up. Said,
yeah, I had a talk with him. He, you know, he said he went out there and just battled for his guys, but he said he don't know what it's gonna be like. So, yeah, that was rough. That was rough to see, but him get back in the game, bro. That's hard, bro.
That's real hard. And I was gonna say, even to that point, the Panthers did a good job neutralizing Rashad in the post. They made it extremely difficult. Like most teams, you know, he's able to just kind of get whatever, but the strategy that they had in place, Said did a great job holding his ground. Sometimes they would send another down, make him have to get it out. Like they game plan for y'all. That is one thing I can say. They game plan for y'all and they were ready for y'all, and it showed. So I just think going forward, like I said, y'all haven't looked like the Wolves that y'all looked like last season, where y'all were just basically seemingly untouchable. This season, y'all have been finding a way to win. I think this game was one of those things where it was just like everything was just too, like there was no finding a way to win with this one. Y'all needed to play the way y'all needed to play Wolves basketball in order to get the win. Like you said, what they did to bring it within 6. And then I know you don't make excuses, but I think I know not having Josh really hurt y'all, because for whatever y'all may not have gotten defensively, I do believe Josh makes up for some of that, because there are times where somebody may get by somebody, Josh is there to clean it up. You know, Josh is y'all's rim protector. You know, now don't get me wrong, that's not to say Rashad is not, because I mean he had like 10 blocks one game. But it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, Josh hides a lot of some of the mistakes that have been made. So But yeah, that's my take on it. I just think going forward in the playoffs, y'all got another. We'll talk about this later, but it's like y'all got another monster.
Of course.
Monster of a team that y'all got to face in the playoffs. So I just think y'all definitely got to come together and like decide, like, hey, we're gonna play for each other and not for ourselves and not for whatever. But we're gonna play for each other if we want to come out and repeat this year. So.
Well, I'll say this, man, and like I said, man, I'm staying on a positive note for us because as bad of a game that we played, even shot on some of the layups and stuff, he normally makes those. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff that just wasn't falling our way. And like I said, nothing to take. I'm taking nothing away from the Panthers because they came out and took that game. I mean, I can go down the road and name each and every person. Each and every person did their job. Jordan is Jordan. I mean. And I don't want people to get bored with that. Like, because when we talk about the MVP talk and stuff like that, people kind of get bored with, Jordan is Jordan. Jordan he's a monster, bro. Like, he is. Like, period. Adding King, dude, King hit like probably 3 or 4 in a row. You know what I'm saying? The
crazy thing is, bro, Sean didn't even, how typically Sean has to go crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. We had a game plan. We kind of had a game plan for Sean, but who was guarding Sean, though? Miles. You understand what I'm saying? Miles, that's why I said, I have to give him some kudos because Sean is a hard guard, you know what I'm saying? And we had Miles on him, and I think Miles did a great job. And Miles typically all season he's been doing what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Coming off of
so Jordan said we love Josh, but we didn't have King the first game either, and we did it twice. No, I totally agree. It's just I'm just saying that Josh makes a difference for them defensively. He just does. He makes a difference.
He makes a big difference. But like I said, no excuses. We've won without Josh before. We've won. I think even last season we won without Rashad at one point. So it's no excuse. I don't do excuses. I don't. Hey, the players that are here are here. So like I said, on a positive note. Coming within 6 without our full squad gives me some hope. I still believe in my team. I still believe in my guys. I still believe we can take it all. You know what I'm saying? And you hearing that from me personally. I know we can take it all if we play Wolves basketball. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
We'll leave that at that. Ain't nothing else to say after that. The coach has spoken.
Right. Is it time for your wardrobe change yet?
Oh, we're doing a commercial break.
Well, we just need, you're the one with the changes, so we just need to, you let us know when you need a minute. We'll just do that like that. You just let us know when you need a minute.
Y'all can do a commercial break if you want to. I can put my other shirt on.
All right, let's do it. We'll be back, y'all. Welcome back. Did you miss me? I know you did. So with that being said, it's a new season. Yes, we are here to eat. Okay, I know y'all think y'all want to watch a basketball game, but y'all are coming to eat. I mean, I hear it all the time, so it's cool. We're going to have our regulars at the concession stand. Hot dogs, hamburgers, nachos. Yes, we're going to have brisket. Okay, but with the new season comes new items, and we feel like we're going to change it up a little bit for you. We're going to have the option for brisket sliders. Those are actually shareable for those that can't, actually do a whole sandwich by yourself. Or, if you don't want to look greedy, nobody's counting, right? But the biggest surprise that we have, slushies. Guys, do you see this? Let me pour it. You see how it hits that cup? Okay. Now that's good. Okay.
If you have kids, tell them to come over and get a slushie because I'm a kid too, and this slushie is great.
So you make sure that you're in the building. After you pay to get in, you know what the next stop's gonna be? The concession stand, okay? And make sure you stop by and see me, buy you some stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then you can go in there and cheer for your team, okay? All right, so let's go SkyWest basketball.
Bruh.
What's up?
I'm gonna need me one of those.
Bruh.
What's up, man? What's that say?
Can we get another zoom in on this shirt? Bro, what?
Yeah.
Raise your value.
Yeah.
Hey, I need that one. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough there.
Yeah.
You designed that?
Of course.
You did that, brother.
Of course.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
that.
we gonna get one of those.
Boy,
And of course, you know, it was my idea, but of course, I got to give my wife credit because she the one to make it.
oh no, for sure, for
And,
sure.
you know,
Y'all
I was like,
team,
I want
brother.
this, like I want this and that, and she's like, okay. And then I come back, she's like, this one or this one. I'm like, that one's dope. I said, let's do that one. So I got to give credit to my wife as well. So yep.
Teamwork at its finest, brother. Teamwork at its
Absolutely.
finest.
Yeah.
But that's tough. That's
Yeah.
tough. I like you.
Hey man, we I'm just creating a store, bro. Just creating a store. Next year, I'm telling y'all put your orders in.
It's
man.
stuck for
We
that
gonna have
merch for real.
it. Yep.
Bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, everybody was talking about value after last week.
They were. So I had to represent.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. All right, Alicia, where we at?
All right, we got Bulldogs versus Black Ice.
Can we go to the next game?
I don't want to be. No, man. Don't be disrespectful.
I'm just being petty.
I'm gonna say we ain't gonna be
I'm just
disrespectful.
being petty.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, actually. It's coming, Tyler. He says, "Where's the Sky West merch store?" Not really. I'm sorry, I just had a whole moment on live air, bro. I was literally starting to work through that on the website where we can actually do that. But anyway, we'll do all that. I'm sorry, y'all. I went into work mode live on air.
Yeah.
But Black Ice, they played really well, actually.
Just a close game.
Black Ice actually played really well. And then they didn't have one of their best players in Josh.
Yep.
So I was actually, when we talked about the Savages and the way the Savages fought, like I felt like Black Ice fought too. And Black Ice, I mean, they honestly played a good game. Trajan had a good game. Heat Check found some heat.
He did. He was warm water. You know what I'm saying? He was warm water. I give it to him.
Warm water is insane.
You know what I'm saying?
Warm water is crazy.
I'm just saying, hey. They talk about skip these games.
Yeah, I hear them. We ain't talking. This ain't y'all show. We got this. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jordan said next game is crazy.
Right. Like, man, everybody want to have their moment. First of all, it's the last week.
It is.
Right.
These people gonna get talked about. So, you know, let them have theirs too.
Let me go ahead. Let's address the elephant in the room, man. This is what the people came to hear. So, do you think that, because somebody said something earlier today and we want her to repeat that, but do you think that Cairo bought back Flip to prove a point that about Dwight, that they can win without Dwight and see what happened when I bring Flip back? Like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I'm gonna let you guys decipher.
I will not put words in another grown man's mouth. But what I will, and I'll tell you why I'll say that, is because it's not the first time I've seen Flip all season.
It's not.
Now, if this was the first time I've seen Flip all season, 1,000%, I would go with that narrative 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But because I've seen Flip on the bench with Dwight, that's why I won't go as
times.
It was like once.
Okay.
But hey, look, you know how I'm a facts guy. Like, you know, I don't do speculation. I'm a facts guy. So
that's why I just asked a question.
yeah, that's why I say I can't definitively be like, yes, he brought this to prove a point, because I'm like, that ain't the fact. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least not a fact that I don't know. I ain't had that conversation with neither K-Roll nor Flip. But I mean, you know, they were able to come out with the win. So I personally, here yet again, just from where the Bulldogs were last year to where they are this year, I still don't see that team. So I still think they have stuff to figure out in the offseason for sure. I still don't see that same Bulldogs. And also, and I'm gonna say this, but this is something that I would say to him in private as well. I don't, you know me, I don't say nothing, I don't mind repeating or whatever the case may be. But I honestly, my challenge, you heard me challenge TJ earlier. So now my challenge for K-Roll, I want him to get rid of this perspective of people are against him and honestly walk in who he believes that he is and who he is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can hoop, you know who you are, you know all of these things. You don't have to tell anybody you're an MVP or a former MVP. You know that. You know where your 3-point shooting is, you know your ability to score, like, you know all of those things. You don't have to prove that, bro. Just walk in it. You know what I'm saying? You what is it, season 5 for him? Season 4, season 5?
Man, them seasons go by so fast.
They do. But either way, like I feel like he's proved it at this point. You know, even when it comes to what he did with the Bulldogs last year, for me, if I have a season like I had, and not only a season like I had, but doing with my organization what I did last year, there's nothing for us to talk about anymore. I already proved it. Who had the first warm-ups and all that last year? And everybody else followed suit after that. Who had face painters, all these different things at their games promoting their organization?
I believe that was K-Row.
Who won MVP last year?
I believe that was K-Row.
Whose team was what 2-8 the season before, turned around last season, went 8-2.
I believe that was the Bulldogs,
led by
K-Row.
What is there to talk about? What is there to prove? So that's my challenge for K-Row. Like, bro, you ain't gotta prove yourself, bro. It's narratives are when you're in a spotlight and when you're in a limelight, narratives are going to follow you, and they're gonna be good and they're gonna be bad. But what you do is what truly defines who you are, what you do and how you respond. So my thing is, bro, like quit giving it all the energy that that you're giving it, and be K-Row. Be who you know that you are, and walk confidently in that, and forget what everybody else got to say.
And also knowing that everything doesn't deserve your energy or reaction. Sometimes there's power in silence.
Come on, power in silence.
Oh, y'all got a collection plate.
You know?
Y'all got a collection plate. But listen, a lot of times your personality or your character is not decided by how you react to good talk about you. It's decided more about how you react to when something bad or something that's just not agreeable is said about you. That's really important. And K-Row, man, like at the end of the day, and I'm not saying you're not a real man, but this is for example. A real man in his household never has to say, I wear the pants in the family. He doesn't have to say it. It's just known. It's a known thing. You know, when you walk in my household, you know who's the king of the house, period. I don't have to say it, you know, so that's basically a part of life. And when you know who you are, nothing anybody says can take that away from you. Nothing. So, bro, trust me. I promise you, man. We know what you are. We know what you've done. We know what you can do. And, you know, you don't have to prove anything else to anybody else, man. Just be who you are and do what you do, man. So.
And pull a Steve. Come back next season and remind everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I said, it's people gonna have something to say, whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad. They say, I've always been taught, they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, people don't talk about people that aren't important or that don't have nothing going on, or whatever the case may be it good or bad. So, like I said, you know, as far as between him and Dwight, you know, Dwight was saying this, whatever. I mean, they hashed that out on After Dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, they hashed all that out on After Dark. But going forward, like I said, that was just my challenge to K-Row. Like, bro, just remind everybody. You ain't got to say another word. You ain't got to. This season, it's in the books. But next season, you know what time it is, and just remind everybody. I have been from day one, been a fan of his business slogan. We're gonna make it happen regardless.
Right.
And so, regardless of what, you know, the last word of your slogan is regardless. So that means regardless of what people are saying, regardless of whatever, like, you know, go make it happen. And, you know, I believe in you to do that. So yeah, that was just gonna be my thing about that with this takeaway from the Bulldogs. So yeah. Anything else you want to say about Black Ice or the game?
Yeah, we had to have that moment for K-Row because he did say he was gonna come in studio, but to his I guess we can protect him by saying he did go hash out stuff on After Dark. That After Dark show was on fire.
Man,
so,
listen.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta give him credit. You know, so but at the end of the day, man, we do need to talk about the game. And I do think Black Ice they gave it a good hard fight, you know, but as Tyler said earlier, we didn't expect the Bulldogs to lose that game. You know what I'm saying? That was Black Ice is really in a rebuild mode. Josh has been kind of in and out. Kudos to him for doing the stuff that he does outside of SkyWest, so it is what it is. And it was a good win by you guys, and I think that's a good way to end your season on a win and take positive energy moving forward. And kudos to Rodney, because a lot of we don't talk about Rodney a whole lot, but Rodney has been consistent
all season, bro. Coming off of an injury, during the preseason.
So consistent all season. But other than that, I don't have too much more to say about that. I do have to do this. K-Roll, actually, he passed the ball a lot this game, and he had a lot of good passes. Like, I was paying attention. K-Roll actually shared that sugar a whole lot, this game. So, look, he gonna laugh when I say shared the sugar.
I laugh every time you say shared the sugar.
Shared the sugar. That's old school stuff.
Right, that's why I say you sound so old. Shared the sugar.
But anyway, so I got to give him his credit, because I do think he did listen to some of the noise, and he did a great job getting his teammates involved. So I'll give him that. Other than that, if you ain't got anything else, Lisa, you still didn't say what you said though.
I mean, you kind of said it for me. We was all wondering the same thing. But I mean, I'll go ahead and repeat myself. But basically, I don't know, like, correct me if I'm wrong, when the season started, Bulldogs didn't have a coach.
Right.
Right.
Like that,
And so they brought in Dwight. But then, Dwight came on and said what he had to say, and then Flip showed up for the last game. So it's like the coach hopping, they're not really listening. Like, how effective is that really? That was all. Yeah.
I guess time will tell going forward.
Right. But moving on. We got the last game of the night, Blazers versus Redhawks. Go Red.
I can, I'll start this one off. First of all, like,
I got some things to say. So
he got some things to say, but let's be real. Like, everybody know the Blazers is a powerhouse team, and they ended up number one in the standings for a reason. And I knew what it was going to be when we went into this game. But I will say, for all y'all people that's on my homeboy sitting across from me, saying he too old, saying that he need to hang his shoes up. I mean, my boy put up 21, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, give him his credit, man.
I appreciate that, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, pissed off points.
But he was, he was upset. But he did. I believe he gave it all, and gave it his all. But the only thing he didn't do is run through a sign this time. But anyway, there wasn't no signs around the rough on the stage. But anyway, he gave it his all, man. I got to give him credit. But to the Blazers, kudos to Miguel for giving some players some chance to play that didn't get to play a lot. Tino, the people have been calling him my son for some odd reason. If y'all see never mind. I ain't even going.
Appreciate that, Q. Appreciate that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give him his credit. But the high point guy on that team was none other than my brother, my uncle, as we say. Y'all can ask me offline what that means. I can give y'all that. But my boy Zebo, man, like he's a solid player, and him and Joe are really in Showtime are really good definition of team players. Like, he didn't get to play as much as he normally played, even last season. Like, he hasn't played as much, but he's always stayed ready. And he had an opportunity to show that this game. So I got to give him kudos and credit, man. That's my homeboy, and here's Chicken Man talking about my son did great. I don't have any kids that's estranged. Trust me. I don't have any. But, y'all want to run the joke. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But, I give Tino his credit. He did come in and get some good rebounds and stuff like that. I think he hit did he hit a couple threes or something like that? Yeah. So I got to give him his credit. But just the Blazers overall, man. And I saw somebody sitting on that bench that looked a little weird. I think it was Dwight was sitting on the bench. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna start that chatter because Dwight was over there. But anyway, it's just one of those things, man, where the Blazers were just the Blazers, and they played, well as a team. Even the guys that was off the bench, they came in and did what they did. For the Red Hawks, obviously, you guys have been trying to figure it out all season. Trying to figure out what make you guys tick and all of that stuff. And I'm gonna let you handle your business when you talk about that. But I do say that I'll give you your credit, man. You came out and did what you can do. And it was a few guys, I think that fought, that fought and tried to, keep it and make it a game. But a few guys versus many, it's just kind of rough to deal with. So I'll let you talk about that.
Nah, I was pissed because my thing is, bro, I don't mind if a team comes out and beats me, but like if we gonna just hand it to them, like to me, that's crazy. And you remember when we sat on this couch last week or a week before, whenever it was, when we was talking about the Panthers, and you saw how I got when you was like, I think you want to choose the Panthers too. And I was like, bro, you already know how it is with me, bro. I don't get down like that. Like, no, I'm come back with your shield to own it, right? Ain't that what the lady said in 300? Like, come back with your shield to own it, bro. Like, you got to beat me. It's not going to be no, I'm just going to lay down. Right. And honestly, the energy that I felt from the Red, it was like folks just laid down. And honestly, I feel like, and this is me being real, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been quiet all season, so I'm kind of gonna talk now. I feel like it's one of those things where like some dudes need like a heart check for real. Like, where your heart at? Where your pride at? Because after a certain point, who cares about offense? Who cares if a dude coming on the other end with a smile on his face, doing 3 behind the backs, spinning it on his finger, and then kicking the ball up to try to get a shot because they think you suck just that bad and you a cone. Like, who cares if you can go down on the other end and score, bro? Like, you're being straight disrespected. But I can score, though. So what? They're scoring circles around you. Have some pride in your defense. And again, like, this is coming from somebody that the Birdie on the Blazers told me, you told them it was going to happen before the game. He said, yo, I don't know what Blazer lied to you. That sounds like some bullcrap DJ would say, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Jordan.
I don't know what Blazer told you that.
Hey, Jordan, I ain't gonna lie, boy, but if you won't make my boy hot.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know what Blazer told you that, but they lied, bro, because I don't play that. And it showed in the way I played. Like, I don't play that. But it was just one of those things where I just felt no sense of urgency on the defensive end. And again, when you're seeing a team outlet every single time, and I ain't gonna lie, bro, go back and watch the tape. The 34-year-old, the one that's getting back, that honestly ticks me off, bro.
The one that need to hang his shoes up.
The one, come on, bro. Like
PP done turned to piss.
Wow.
34, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. Oh, well, I don't know if I would go that far. I don't know if I'll go that far, but I'm just saying, like, just having some pride, bro. Like, that's why, to be honest with you, I know you saw that one play where DJ came down and I wrapped him up.
Yeah.
Now, I'm be honest with you, this is SkyWest basketball. We a brotherhood. It ain't that serious. That's my boy DJ and whatever. But for me, that was the equivalent of if this was just or whatever type situation, I'm really putting you on the floor because you finna stop showing out on me for real. Like, me and my team, I'm really putting you on the floor. But the happy medium was, come on, bro, chill.
Right.
But that's what I mean when I'm saying, like, just having like some heart about it. Like they were shooting left-handed threes and all this type of stuff, and I'm watching people around me not get pissed. Like, that bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, we spoke. Oh, your eyes got big. What is it?
Said DJ can beat you 1v1.
Man. they talking about after dark last time they were talking about doing 1v1s after dark. And then they made a joke. They was talking about DJ versus me.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I posted on my story. And when I got that layup over DJ, I was like, hey, what you say, Juan? Me versus DJ?
Oh, man.
See, how you lead this league?
Yeah,
I know.
He said just, hey, he needs to lead the sleeve more often. It looked like it worked.
arms was loose.
Oh man.
But anyway, that was just my biggest thing, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's almost like one of those things, and I don't care. I'm gonna say it like it's gonna be a lot of changes on the Red Hawks. There's gonna be some people that ain't coming back because I'm not. One thing about that, bro, like I want to go to war with dogs, and I'm not talking about just being a dog on offense because that's not gonna win in this league anymore. Look at these other teams, bro. Look at the Panthers.
What'd you have, Poodles?
Look at matter of fact, look at since we were talking about Jordan earlier, right? One of the most talented offensive players in the league, right?
Yeah.
What else is he on defense?
Oh, he plays defense.
He's
too.
a dog.
He's a dog on defense. Yep.
Remember his matchup versus Sean?
Yep.
He took it personally.
Yep. I mean, they were going at.
You understand what I'm
They were
saying?
going
Like
at
that,
it, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you letting dudes walk into one-handed left hand threes and they right-handed and all this type of stuff. Like, I can't rock with that, bro. I ain't
think
even
I
gonna
saw
lie to
somebody
you.
do this.
I'm just saying, bro. Like when folks want to put on a clown show on you because they think you a cone, like that ain't cool, bro.
Yeah, man.
And my hoopers in the chat, y'all know this. There are certain hoopers where when you're playing against them, one or two moves and you right to whatever you're gonna do because you can't play with them like that.
Yeah.
So for me, if you coming up to me and you trying every move in your bag, I take offense to that, bro. Because it's like, bro, you won't even do this. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the kind of pride you got to have on defense. Forget what you can do on offense. Because defense wins championships.
They were definitely hot dogging y'all.
From the start.
Mm-hmm.
From the start. So that was my only thing. The fight pissed me off. That there was zero fight. And
Oh man.
What?
DJ is left-handed, ain't he? He said he was shooting free throws right here.
Bro, that's literally what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying. I'm saying like they were just trying stuff. And I'm like, matter of fact, bro, Gino and Sean sat mad early in the game. They started just putting people in just for the heck of it. And that's why I'm just like, bro, like folks ain't got no pride.
Yep.
Like that doesn't piss y'all off.
Incredible Hulk got it. I mean,
you understand what I'm saying? Like DJ try and bounce off the floor dunks, and I don't know, bro. I don't
know why DJ tried that.
Hey, no, Sky, I take nothing from my boy, bro. He almost got a putback dunk.
DJ got a little hop in him,
bro. He got a little hop in him. He almost, and I'm not even gonna lie. Even when he jumped up to block my shot on that layup, I had to go around because he was up there. DJ got a little hops. I ain't gonna take nothing from him. DJ got a little hops.
He didn't make it though.
But that's my only thing though. I'm just like the fight, and I'm just like, yeah, nah, bro. We ain't doing that same thing next season. So it's of course there are gonna be some people that are coming back, but there's some folks that's not coming back because I'm not. It goes. Some of it goes beyond basketball. To be honest, when we talking about mentalities, when we talking about people that want things and ain't earned it, like it's a whole lot in that. And I ain't doing that crap next year. So yeah, it's gonna be some.
Did nobody raise that value on your team?
No.
No.
It's a couple of those you can pass out.
It was Poodles. It was Poodles playing and not puppies. I mean, puppies playing, not dogs.
There's a couple of those you can pass out.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. There's a couple of those you can pass out.
We can pass that out.
Because again, it's not about what we talk about, what we can do. It's about what you do every single solitary game for 10 games straight. And in the game 10, we still talking about the same thing.
Yeah. TJ said they started my son. And y'all listen, my wife put the big eyes in. My wife light skinned, bro. Like I'm telling y'all, like y'all need to stop this narrative, bro. I go home, but she hit me with a frying pan, bro. I ain't got no more kids, bro. I got 2, Solomon and Simeon. That's it, bro. Y'all can stop the capping.
But yeah, that's my little soapbox on that whole thing. Like I said, love my brothers, but brothers are real with each other, and that wasn't it. Like just being honest with you, that wasn't it.
I got you. Who you letting go?
I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all that on the show.
We gonna go to the next stuff, baby.
Look, that might be an after dark conversation though.
Oh, you gonna join after dark?
Man, I'm going to bed, bro.
Same here, bro. Hey,
when
you over there,
but nah, TJ, you right though. The Red Hawks will be back. The necessary adjustments will be made, my brother.
Yes, TJ,
and we will be good.
Yes, TJ. My wife light skinned. They gonna get me in trouble. She gonna be asking questions and stuff. No, bro. No.
I said she gonna hit you with the frying pan. That's crazy.
No, stop it. Yep.
All right, y'all. We finna go to commercial and then we'll be right back with our life moment.
We're here to unlock greatness.
What they say doesn't matter.
What I do defines me.
Respect is our currency.
Brotherhood is our culture.
What come between us? Nothing.
We are family. We are competition. We are Skywest Sports.
All right. So
nah. Cause
What?
Tyler here talking junk. So I gotta make sure I set this record straight. Cause he said, I said I'm the king of the house. Yeah. That don't mean nothing when it comes to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It means nothing. Trying to say I'm the king of the house and all of that stuff with a child outside. That you can stop all that. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you this: I ain't never slept on the couch unless I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I know some people that's soft that sleep on the couch, but not in my house. It don't happen. So I'm just letting you know that.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm laughing because see, I say I'm so tired of this Skywest commercial. He said, I know it by heart. Jordan said, me too when I'm in it. Hey man, look. TJ, oh Lord, here we go. TJ said, at least y'all in it.
Yeah, but they came. But anyway, so we, you know what I'm saying? So next.
Jordan said he's still waiting on his chat. We got you, my boy. My bad.
Really, Jordan?
Production moving a little slow in the HR department. My bad,
How
Jordan.
much we say we're paying him though?
I don't even remember what was in his contract. I don't remember.
He gonna get Skywest books.
See, look, was it in his contract that he gonna get paid? See, Mason wrote his chicken into his contract.
And he got chicken. He did write it out.
Jordan, you might need to write some stuff in your contract next year, bro. When you said that. Mason, don't chime in talking about some Me Too. You ain't write that in your contract. You wrote chicken, and you got chicken.
That's it.
But anyway, y'all, we gonna get into this life moment because it's starting to get late, and then they gonna fire up after dark after this. So so the life moment is real simple, and some of y'all have heard me talk about this before, but again, I've just seen some incidents and I've just seen some things and how we react to some things, and I just want to reiterate it. So. And it's a challenge. And it's a challenge to stop answering to names and things that don't belong to you. So a lot of times, they still cutting up. What they say?
Jordan said, can I use the Skywest bucks and concessions? That was funny. I'm sorry.
He said that. And then Mason said, do the Skywest bucks count towards the fee next year? Hey, but look, Jordan might have hit on something though with Skywest bucks, concessions. Y'all might have hit on something. Can use it in the Skywest merch store for merch and stuff like that. See, this is why we love y'all to give us ideas. Y'all be sparking stuff. Anyway, back to the life moment. Because y'all made me have ADD. Like, stop reading the comments, guys.
I can't help it, man. I can't help it.
Anyway, all right. So stop answering the names that don't belong to you. So a lot of times, even as men, a lot of things that set us off when somebody says something about us. Or even going back to, it was perfect what we were talking about with K-Roll. And it's just like, certain narratives and certain things are being said and it makes you want to react and it makes you want to say something about it. But there's something and there's a power in knowing who you are, first and foremost, right? Well, you know what? Let me back that up. Knowing whose you are, first and foremost, because understanding that, it's not who man says that we are, but it's who God says that we are. You know what I'm saying? And, Scripture says that he calls us a royal priesthood. You know what I mean? We are royalty because we are a part of his family. He's the father and he is the King of Kings. Therefore we are a royal priesthood. That says that in Scripture. So with that alone, you have no reason to look think lowly of yourself or allow someone to speak lowly of you when you know that I'm not even, and I say this all the time, like, bro, I'm not concerned with what man thinks beyond what I have to be in order to be successful in whatever mission God has given me. But other than that, I don't care because they don't give me that validation. They don't have a heaven nor hell to put me in. and they don't validate me. Ultimately, ultimately, God validates me. Number one.
Right.
Number two, also, when you look at the people around you and what you bring to the people around you, allow that to validate who you are and what you are. So when somebody says to you, you know, they say that you are this kind of person or that kind of person, and you already know, like, I'm not that kind of person. So why does that tick you off? Why does that make you want to fight to prove that you're not that? Why do you feel like you have to go back at that? Because there's a small, I'll answer that. There's a small part of you on the inside that wants to believe what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Your subconscious wants to take that in and process that and think like, you know, maybe there's some truth to what they're saying. So what happens is that rage in you rises up to fight against what your subconscious is trying to process. When you just got to understand, like, hey, no, that's not who I am. So even that infamous B word that sets every man off.
Oh gosh.
Like, to be honest with you, it's kind of one of those things where it's just like you don't have to like bulk up and fight and do all that stuff to prove that you're not that, because in truth, and let's be honest, in truth, it takes more strength to not humble, do that. Humility and saying, you know what, I ain't even gonna go there with you. I'm not even gonna do that. It takes more strength, more self-control, more all the things to do that. Bro, it's easy to go off. It's easy to go off, bro. Look, even us in our position sometimes, like how we have to taper a lot of the things that we say, we do, whatever, just because of the position that we hold. It'd be easy for us to fly off at the mouth and say some of the things we want to say, but we have to maintain who we are, because we understand who we are. We stay in the posture that we're supposed to stay in, and the same way we have that mandate on us as, you know, the commissioners of SkyWest. You guys have that same mandate when it comes to your life too, because there's somebody looking up to you too, whether it be your kids, whether it be young people around you. Some of y'all are coaches, you know, some of y'all are influential in your own ways. And so y'all are teaching the next generation what name should they answer to. You understand what I'm saying? So if they see y'all answering to things that don't belong to y'all, you know you're not that. So why are you even answering to it? If I sat across this couch from you and I was calling you Joe, you would be like, I'm not. You wouldn't answer me. Because you know that's not your name. You know that is not who you are. But if I call you Sky, I'm identifying with who you are.
Right. So
one thing, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna turn it over to you. One thing that I really, so we nerds, in case y'all don't know, we nerds. Remember the old show Batman Beyond? So it was an episode in Batman Beyond where Bruce Wayne was going through some stuff, because, you know, he's old now, and he was hearing his voice in his head, right? The voice was really the bad guy of the episode, trying to get him to jump out the window or something like that. But he ended up not listening to the voice. So at the end of the episode, the new Batman, he asked Bruce Wayne, he was like, hey, how did you know that the voice inside your head wasn't your own voice? He said, because when I'm talking to myself in my head, well, the voice kept calling me Bruce. That's not what I call myself. That's not who I am. He calls himself Batman in his own head. So he knew that the voice that kept calling him Bruce, that ain't real. Like, I can't even identify with that, because you don't even address me by who I see myself as. So, you know, y'all see anybody around you in your circle that's not addressing you in the manner that you see yourself. If you know you're a hard worker, if you know you're a good person, if you know whatever, you got to cut them people off, and you got to change your circle.
Yep.
I'm the same way. If you addressing me by something or the way that you knew me back then, and you can't see and understand who I am now, you can't be in my circle, because all you doing is pulling me back somewhere that I used to be, and I ain't that person no more. I don't do those things anymore, and I'm honestly aiming for something better and something higher. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my little piece on that. Stop answering to these names and these things that don't belong to you. They're adding no value to your life, and focus on who you know yourself to be, who God has called you to be, who God tells you that you are in scripture. And you know what I'm saying? Just focus on that.
Yep. And I don't have too much to say or add to that, because you said a mouthful. But I will say that in the movie The Matrix, it was a sign above the door. Do you remember what that said and what it meant when he went to the Oracle? It said, know thyself. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to know thyself. And that's basically what he's saying. Know who you are, and don't respond to things that's crazy. And yes, he's reading the comments now. So you guys have been talking about it. But you got anything else, Alicia? And then we're gonna go to these comments right quick because that's
Hey,
Right,
we gonna I'm gonna address something. Go ahead and finish, Alicia, and I'm gonna address something.
So I definitely agree, and you have to stand firm in who you are. Not only knowing yourself, but standing firm in that. And then I love musicals. So there's a quote from one of my favorite musicals, Hamilton. It says, "If you stand for nothing, what do you fall for?" So it's like, if you don't know yourself, what are you going to fall for as far as peer pressure or what people used to know you as? Because you have to cut those people off or else you won't grow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just stand firm in who you are.
So I just see a lot of. I just got this almost a whole nother segment.
No, it's another segment. But I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it within the realm that I always stay in. Right. Yeah. I ain't gonna do nothing too crazy. But what I will say is this. To your comment, Maine, because again, I was gonna leave locker room. Ooh. But
where my popcorn?
When you're talking about
where's the tea?
When you're talking about the right people being in the game, you've been in these conversations, and as a matter of fact, you've been in the chat. Why Bless and Lee have not been getting the playing time that they have wanted. Now, I'm not going to go through all of that with everyone, but for you to get in this chat and say that is crazy work to me because you've been in the chat, so you already know why that is. Also, there have been other opportunities where people have wanted you to step in and honestly be the guy. We call spades on this show, right? That has not happened.
Is that a big jump?
Including me even wanting to step back when it was even said that Darius doesn't look like he should be in the starting lineup.
Did you not sit? You sit the bench one time, didn't you?
And I said, take it from me. I'm happy to. The 34-year-old is happy to step back. If one of y'all that are 10 years younger than me actually want to step up and take it, I'm happy to step back. So for you to get in here and say that is kind of crazy because I wouldn't say that it wasn't that the right guys were not in the game. It's a situation where collectively everybody wasn't doing what they were supposed to do, including the people that were coming off the bench. When they would come in, they weren't given what was needed. And I'll leave that at that because I'm trying not to go to locker room with this, but this is locker room stuff and it's supposed to stay locker room. But the
locker room ain't gonna be the same next year. You might well go ahead and say what you need to say.
Well, I mean, all of it ain't gonna be the same, but here yet again, it's just like one of those things where it's just like people on our team want to talk about what they can do. I can be the best scorer out there. I could be the best this. I could be this. I could be that. I could be this. I could be that. We've had 10 games and we're 1-9. I told you I'm a facts guy, right? Forget your feelings. It doesn't matter what you can or cannot do. We've been saying that all season.
See, y'all said it's all season, blow it up.
Nah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like one of those things where it's just like, this is the problem right here. Y'all just saw it in the comments. We 9 games in and people still saying the same thing. When again, he knows good and well why some of those people were not in the game. He knows.
Well, I see they say talk is cheap. You know what I'm saying? And talk is cheap. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that all season.
No, bro, but see, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
all season.
And I have purposely not been saying that all season because I'm not going to out my team like that and whatever. But it's been a whole lot of talk about what people want to do and how they need to be given opportunities and they need to do this and they need to do that. Bro, I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done. Every single opportunity that anybody on that team needed to be successful, they were given. Now, what they did with that opportunity, 1-9. That's all I got to say.
So in other words, Jermaine gone. Bet that. I know that's what they said. He didn't say that. That's what they're saying on the thing. You know.
He said who the Red Hawks beat. That's crazy, bro. We beat Black Ice.
Beat Black Ice, but yeah. But I will say this, man, and there's a lot of you players out there that swear up and down that you can make a difference and you can make a change and you can do this and that. Man, like they said, talk is cheap. You got to show us. You know what I'm saying? Show us your value. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is like I try to challenge people all the time on this show and try to, encourage people to be the best them. If you are who you say you are, be who you say you are. Go out there and prove it, and make me shut up. Because a lot of times, listen, I'll give one example. Remember at the beginning of the season, I was talking about Wando.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I was talking about Wando. Who is that? And all of that stuff. And Wando has proven that he is a formidable player in this league. He is a formidable player in this league.
Matter of fact, you shouted him out off camera so that people know you ain't capping just on camera. You shouted him out about him going over there to guard Tate just simply off of effort and physicality alone.
Exactly. So my thing is like, correct me, make me shut up, because I'm cool with that. Because my thing is what a success is for me in Sky West, besides winning the championship and all of that stuff, is for us to have great basketball players playing the best that they can play at all times. And that's what I care about the most. And my thing is, if I can encourage you to be a better you, I'm doing my job. That's what I want to do.
And bro, same. Like when and I think the reason why I'm aggravated by this now is because it's like, bro, all I'm preaching all season is I believe in you. Go do it, take it, score.
Mm-hmm.
Be the star. I like this is me in the locker room all season.
Yeah.
So it's like we get to this point at 1-9, and it's like we want to do this now, and it's like no.
Should have been doing that when you was 0-1. You know what I'm saying? Like you should have been doing it at 0-1. So, yep. I get it. The producer did this. So, we got it.
No, my bad. You know what? I ain't doing this with y'all in the chat. No, don't. Go ahead, Alicia. Keep going. Where we at?
There is with the sleeve.
The plans.
All right, so we're moving on to the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, so on that note, so we will be starting everybody, and I'm gonna put out a flyer about this as well, but we'll be starting at 3:00 this weekend. So everything will be kind of normal in terms of our start time. So Saturday will be starting at 3, and Sunday will be starting at 3. Scott, you want to walk us through the formats of what will be happening on both days?
Yes. As I stated to every player that was there,
and,
but I'll say it again.
And somehow, somehow
it's all good. It's all good.
We will still have people that be like, "What time again?"
But I'm gonna try to explain this because everybody's not on here, obviously, as well. So, but first of all, I want to say this as well. To the Panthers, man, like once again, great game and all of that stuff. And I know a lot of people are asking questions about our format and how people are placed and all of that stuff. And just to let you guys know, we put a system in place. It's a system in place that shows no favoritism from myself, Darius, or anybody else that's running. It shows no favoritism. So when teams are tied, in our situation, the head-to-head, we beat the Chargers, and then the Panthers beat us twice, which is understandable. The Panthers they're in the play-in, and it seems weird. But when it's like that, the Panthers can say they beat us, and then we can say we beat the Chargers. And I think the Chargers beat the Panthers in the beginning of the season or something like that. I can't remember how it goes, but I think all of us have beat each other.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happens, it goes to point differential. And lucky for my side, we had the second best point differential, and I think the Chargers had the first best.
Look, we'll blame Backus. He puts all this together. We give that to Backus. We blame Backus.
But I will say, that was just how the cookie crumbled. You know
what? I hate y'all.
What
I
happened?
hate them. Poster crashing CEO is different. I hate y'all.
But that being said,
I hate y'all.
That's why we have the first place is Blazers, second place is Chargers, third place is Wolves, and fourth I think is the Panthers, and fifth is the Warriors. So what's happening on Saturday at 3:00, starting at 3:00, the games will be at 3, 5, and 7. Correct? Okay. 3, 5, and 7. So the play-in game will be at 3:00.
Wait.
Is that what you tell me? Because I want to make sure I do this right.
We'll say 3, 5, and 7, but you can kind of allot for like an hour and a half, hour and 15 between, with each game. So it'll be more like 3,
4:45,
4:45, or 4:15, 4:40. I'll tell you what, we'll do 3, 5. That way it'll get a play-in team a little rest.
Okay.
We'll do 3, 5, and then right after the 5:00 game is over, the next one will start. The next playoff game. Okay. So it'll be about 6:30, I would say.
Okay.
6:30, yeah.
Yeah. So that being said, you have the play-in game first, and then you have 2 versus 3. So that'll be Wolves versus Chargers. And then the winner of the play-in game will go against the Blazers. And so that's how that goes. And once again, Champ and Jordan, I understand you guys' argument and stuff like that. That's the system. That's not Darius' decision. That's not Sky's decision. That's not Darius Backus' decision. That's the system.
Right. And I mean, guys, this is a ever-growing and progressive league. So it's not to say that it's not something we can't look at. But this is literally why we put it in the hands of the system and not in anybody's hands. So that way nobody can say, oh, it's because of this and that and the third. It's just literally that's what it boils down to. But I mean, and no knock against y'all, but I agree. To beat somebody twice in the season and then be lower seed than them, that is kind of crazy. So again, we've had Sky West got to the place that it's gotten to this point because we've seen things, stuff has happened, and we've made adjustments. So we hear y'all. Just know that we hear y'all, and we're gonna look at stuff in the off season and just kind of see ways we can make stuff better. So.
And that's it. So nothing. Like I said, it was nothing against you guys. And he said, "Who's the system CEO?"
Play pass, and
it's just like
point
I said.
Differential.
Point differential has it's nobody that says what the point differential is. It's actual point differential. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the system. It's point differential. And once again, like yes. You guys beat us twice. We beat the Chargers. It's just, and that's why those type of tiebreakers are placed in there, man. Is it a perfect scenario? No, it's not. But
like we said, we got to get to these games. But look, I promise y'all, we will look at it. The whole system. We'll look at it, and we'll get to it.
But here we go.
So, play-in game, Warriors, Panthers. Who y'all got? Who's going to the playoffs? Hashtag don't blame Backus.
I got Panthers.
Lisa got Panthers.
Panthers.
It's gonna be a good game, but
yeah, it's gonna be a good game. But it's really hard to vote against the Panthers right now. Just kind of after watching what they did to y'all last week, it's just like these boys. I ain't mean that like that. Why y'all laughing? I ain't mean that like that. Producer starting stuff. It's just after the way they beat the Wolves last week, that ain't even sound any better. Point is, it just looks like they firing on all cylinders. So, and not only that, but remember that year we talked about Charger culture, but even Panthers culture, bro. Like even the players that's not getting in the game, the players that's not like if you see them on the bench, they're supporting their players as if they're out there. All of that stuff counts, bro. And the Panthers, they look together. They look the most together. So I gotta go Panthers. Yeah. I'm gonna go Panthers. It's coming, Barlow. After we go off air, they go on air, bro. It's coming.
Talk to DJ if you got him on Instagram.
Yeah, hit DJ up. Yeah. All right, so and then first round we got
Chargers and Wolves. Y'all two decide because you know who I'm going with. It's my team.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Unless y'all got, that's my sentiment too. Q, like love Mason to death, but bro, I know my brother gonna call me. And he gonna be like, seriously, but I'm like, bro, that's they whole team. Like the Panthers' whole team is just crazy. Anyway, back to y'all. I don't know, bro. I'm interested to see what you're gonna throw at Tate. I'm real interested to see what you're gonna throw at Tate, but I'm gonna go Chargers. And that's only because here yet again, they're together, and y'all's bench is kind of in turmoil, and you got players mad, and you got players, doing this, that, and the third. So I gotta go Chargers because they're together. Again, you look at their bench, and I gotta go Chargers coming out that series.
I ain't mad.
Alicia, who you got?
I think I gotta go Chargers.
Y'all hear that?
I
Wolves?
could be wrong. Y'all better come with something to prove.
Y'all hear that, Wolves? That's all I got to say. Y'all hear that?
Hey, Mason said, I'm gonna spare y'all tonight. Ain't no phone calls tonight. But yeah, all right, and then that second one we can't even. Okay, well, we'll just go both ways then. So if the Warriors come out, they'll be playing the Blazers. Who y'all got? Warriors versus Blazers.
Blazers.
Yeah, I can't vote against them. The Blazers, they tough.
Mm-hmm.
They tough. And if the Panthers come out, Panthers versus Blazers.
Panthers.
I'm staying Panthers, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm staying Panthers because, let's be real, they're not a playoff team. I mean, a play-in team. Sorry, the Panthers are not a play-in team. So
that's just the way it fell.
It's just the way the system did that. But I mean, let's be real, the Titans weren't a play-in team this year. They were a playoff team, but that system is like the West in the NBA, bro. Like, it's tight. Like, you can lose 2 games and go from 2 to 7. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. That's what I love about the league, though. It's so competitive.
Yep.
But Shaq, yeah, we did go over. We did go over the game time. So the play-in on Saturday, the play-in will be at 3:00. The first playoff game will be at 5:00, and then the next playoff game will be at about 6:15, 6:30, just depending on how long
after that game
the first game lasts.
How much time are you giving for warm up on that though? Because it is 3 games, so we need to really give them details. Are you thinking 10 minutes?
We'll announce that day. We'll talk about that offline,
okay,
and we'll figure that out day of. And then Sunday it'll be somewhat the same, just depending on how the day goes. But it will start at 3, and everything will just be our normal Sunday flow after that. Naturally, if you won your game on Saturday, you come in and win your first game on Sunday, you ain't got to play no more. You're already in the championship. But everything will be decided on Sunday. So, come ready to win out or battle all day. So, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Last but not least, before we close this show out, we're going to run through these awards real quick. So, first one we're going to start with, 6th Man of the Year. I'm sorry, Most Improved. Let's start with Most Improved.
I don't think we came up with anybody for that.
Chat, y'all help us out, bro.
Yeah, I don't think
Most Improved.
Y'all help us out. We sometimes y'all spark talk. So if y'all on there, if y'all hadn't started the After Dark show, I think they said 10:30. Most Improved. Who y'all got? I'm not sure. I can't.
I know he said it as a joke, but it's something to talk about.
Oh my God.
Do we throw DJ in the Most Improved situation because he has been more offensive this year? He said it as a joke, but it is something to talk about, low key.
We got DJ and Barlow.
Sorry, we had a little bug in the studio.
Is it dead?
Stop it out.
Okay.
Because Alicia, y'all was finna see her get up and run out of the studio.
Alicia thought it looked like she saw a ghost, and our producer was back there peeing. You know what I'm saying? Talking about no red.
Boy, if y'all could have seen what was happening in the studio
so
just
quick.
now, she was back there about to tear them cameras and everything up. She was finna tear all this up.
Oh man,
bro,
I got Barlow. I got a couple of Kobe's in here.
Yeah, a couple of
Kobe's.
You know what? I will say yes to that too.
Yeah,
I will say yes to that too. From last season, to this season, and honestly, even his first season to now, like Kobe. Yeah.
Chicken Man gave you some credit for most.
Let me tell you something. I love my brother. I really do. But honestly, I feel like I kind of regressed from last season a little bit, to be honest with you. So, but I love you, bro. Appreciate that. I appreciate my brother.
Barlow's name was thrown in there as well.
They said Kobe can't be in that running. Why not?
Who said Kobe?
Oh, he said Kobe can be in that running. Boy, it's getting late.
Yeah.
Time to go to bed.
Q from the Blazers.
He always, bro. Q has always
he's been consistent.
Since Q was a savage, bro.
Yeah,
he was on the Savages.
I'm not knocking the ideal of him being the most improved like that, or a nominee for something, because he's that guy. But he's been consistent. Like I don't see him like. He hasn't been down far enough to say he's improved. You get what I'm saying? Like he's been very consistent in what he's done. So I'm not sure about that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure about that one. So but yeah, Backers, if you're still on, man, mark these names down, because I think we had some good choices.
Yeah, Backers, if you can help us out with that.
Yeah, from the chat.
Just take you always.
I need to put my other shirt back on.
Backers report. Yo, let's take good notes for us.
Yeah.
I love, bro, for real. All right, so let's go to sixth man of the year.
James, I'm sticking with James. The other names, obviously, and you know what I'm gonna say, guys, name a guy on your team, but also name a guy that's not on your team.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, to be fair, because everybody's gonna be biased, but let's name somebody.
My top
that's not
two are
on your
James
team.
and Lance, though.
Yeah.
My top two are James and Lance.
Yeah. So
I don't even know who else really comes off.
I will say this though. Q comes off the bench, right?
Does he? He does come off the bench.
So
he got to be.
So we can throw him in the running
he got to
too.
be in that conversation then. Yeah,
we can throw him in the running.
I forgot he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
I forgot he comes off the bench. Yeah, Q got to be in that conversation. Yeah, absolutely, 1000%.
TJ said Lance. Thank you, TJ, for giving another team. You as well, champ. He said Lance or James for 6-man. That's another team. Put their names in the
James out here trying to go back to back. He won last year.
He is.
Okay, James.
And Tyler put another. Thank you guys for just taking into consideration some other team besides your own. You know, I like that. Let me see. Yeah, James is you know he's
lobbying.
He's lobbying for himself.
But I mean, hey, look who Lance come behind. Lance come behind Kel, Sean. Like Lance come behind some people too.
And Chicken Man said, "Oh wait, I forgot Zebo comes off."
Yeah, that's a game changer,
yes.
bro.
That's I was just thinking about it. I was like, I don't think he starts.
Yeah, that's actually a game changer.
Yes, we gotta put him in there. Hey, taking notes, Darius. Please take notes.
Right, please remember this, because
you
already know you the brains of this operation. We just work here.
Yep.
2-man race, nah, man.
Somebody said DJ from the Chargers.
That's actually not a bad pick either.
Yep. Throw his name in the hat.
Yeah, we'll throw his name in the hat too.
Yep.
That's actually not a bad pick at all. All right, rookie of the year. Oh no, I'm sorry, defensive player of the year.
Mason.
Anybody? Any
other names?
Any other names y'all know?
Like,
but that's
that is like.
Defensive player of the year. Anybody else?
Anybody? Anyway, James is trying to say, well, Q started against us.
Now he's trying to knock people out the race.
He's trying to knock people out the race.
That boy out here side swiping like a mug. Like, bro, let that man be in the race too.
Miguel said Jaden for defensive player of the year.
Okay. No disrespect to him or his defense.
He plays. He's.
Oh, I know. I'm not. Again, I'm not saying. This is not to say what he does not do.
Yeah.
It's just I haven't.
Yeah.
It said Mason next for Rashad, close second,
but not close enough.
Mason said next award.
Yeah, I can't. Mason has proven himself. Like he's guarded. I mean, he's made some. He's made some game-winning defensive moves. Like when the game was close, he was on that team's so-called man.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like he's done that, so I can't. It's hard, man. It's hard. So
All right. Well, I guess that's pretty unanimous at this point. He said nobody wants to play defense next award. All right. So rookie of the year.
Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 Seans. The other one.
So you putting both Seans in there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Kale.
Who
else is standout rookie?
Is DRC out of it? Completely out of it?
He still got to be considered. It's just his team was so bad. His team was so bad, but I still say we ought to throw his name in the hat. Yeah, so who else y'all got?
Oh, they said Kobe needs to be mentioned in defensive player of the year. They said Omar. Oh, I'm tripping. Not defensive player of the year. Yeah, they were talking about Kobe and DPOY. But I'm sorry, we're talking about rookie of the year. They said DRC, Omar, Sean.
I can't believe other people aren't talking about the other Sean for the Blazers.
I think it's because of that stretch that he missed. I think that's the only reason.
Yeah.
I think it's because of that stretch that he missed.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, it's a runaway Sean. Like that. To me, it's a runaway.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a couple names I like.
Oh God.
All right, next one, because y'all talking about Carl again.
Oh,
Don't
God.
you do this. Don't you do this.
Here we go. All right. MVP.
Jordan. I'm still going with my boy Shad. Even though he had a bad game this last game, I'm still going with my boy Shad all day. But of course, Jordan's been very consistent this year. Who else y'all got?
I'm going Jordan. That's honestly that's my. I explained why last week. Like it's to stand out on that team is not an easy feat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go Jordan. And then also I don't disagree with the whole shot thing. I don't disagree with that at all.
Tate, got dog. Can't forget about Tate.
Gotta go Tate.
Dog.
I was about to say, I was waiting. I was like,
Tate, no disrespect,
Tate?
bro. I'm sorry. Got to go with Tate too, because Tate is crazy. Yeah, my bad on that. That just slipped my mind because I was trying to think of everybody else. But yeah, Tate definitely has to be in there.
So, but see, this is the thing though, and I understand. Look, teammates fight for teammates. I get it.
Yeah.
But they say if Jordan don't win the MVP, the system is rigged. Have you been watching Tate all season? Like literally, it can go either way.
Yeah.
Now, I stated where what I said, what I think, but I mean, it can go either way. That's not a runaway. You know what I'm saying? Like Tate been hooping all season.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Jordan been hooping all season. So I think it's just one of those things that's gonna literally come down to the vote because you can argue either way. Yeah. That's gonna come down to the vote and who is voted. So don't say the system is rigged. It is literally gonna be on whoever. I mean, however everybody votes. But,
my vote counts once.
Right, exactly. Our votes only count one time, so we don't decide it. So
yeah,
they said Shad cries too much. I would say no, but Jordan because he's been there all season. Chargers ain't the same. Okay, so listen, see that starts another argument. It said Jordan because he's been there all season, but the Chargers aren't the same team without Tate. Is that what MVP means? The most valuable player?
And that's the thing is like,
what's the criteria are we going by? Who scores the most points? Who changes the complete dynamic of their team if they're not there? Like, what do we go by?
That is, I guess the definition of MVP has been tainted because of the NBA, really. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's what does it mean?
Popularity contest.
Is what does it mean anymore?
Baggy said, "Do I get a vote again?" Yes, man.
But yeah, so I'm just saying it's.
King said number 2.
Yeah, Jordan, Tate, Shot. Those are
top 3 that we would say.
Those are the ones that should.
So
be
we
in the
taking Barlow out
conversation.
now. I know we mentioned it last week. We taking Barlow out
For MVP.
What do we say Barlow for? Most improved?
Yeah, it was most
Most
improved.
improved, okay.
It wasn't MVP. I don't think we put him in there. So, yep.
What we do last year, Jordan? We did what last year? What we do? MVP is more than scoring 1,000%.
No.
Oh, this man said, Backer said, do I get one vote for the Backer support and one vote for Coach Backus?
Really?
I hands down had the best overall season last year and I didn't get it as a player. Hey man, I only get one vote.
Get one vote, bro.
I only get one.
One vote.
But Jordan, I got you, bro. I got you. We here. But no, that's like I said, I think that MVP race, that's gonna come down to a vote because you can't argue. I mean, both of them have been on a tear all season.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be real interesting. But look, y'all, I think we finna close this on out, Alicia. It's time to wrap it up. Hey, but y'all make sure y'all do go over to. We're gonna shout out the SkyWest After Dark guys, man. They did a great job last week, y'all.
Man.
We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Anytime we can take something like this and we see y'all take it and run with it and it grows, like, you know, that makes us happy. And not only to see y'all do it, but to do it well too. Like, I couldn't stop watching. Like, I had to stay locked in. So you know, shout out to SkyWest After Dark. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go on over to SkyWest After Dark. We finna go to bed. But you know, they stayed up till like 4 last week. So, you know, as long as y'all can hang, you know, y'all do y'all thing. But SkyWest After Dark, you know, if y'all want to get into more, you know, dark topics that may not make not dark, but, you know, more in-depth topics that may not make the, you know, the open forum we have here, you know, hop on over to After Dark.
And this is not the last show, but man, we appreciate you guys. Everybody that has done things in this organization, from all the camera people to Go Red that be back there doing the live stream, to the people that's doing the books, to the people that's doing the shot clock, the scoreboard, just everybody, our kitchen committee, that sounds so church. Our kitchen staff,
The committee.
right? Our kitchen staff and all of that stuff, man. We definitely appreciate every one of you guys because and our coaching staff as well. We appreciate, and the players. We appreciate all of you guys and all you guys has done for this organization, man. You know, so we appreciate you guys, and we will definitely be appreciating you again soon. So,
all right, we'll see y'all next week after these playoffs.
Yeah,
gear up for this championship. So y'all stay locked in, man. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, one more. Coach of the year.
Oh, we left our coach of the year. We tripping.
Oh, champ.
Yeah. Wait, I'm not gonna go too fast. Hold on. I'm not gonna go too fast. I'm gonna think. I'm gonna think about everything. Yeah, I don't think I can. And I think I seen a comment up here that just can we take a second to acknowledge the great in-season moves by organizations? King to the Panthers, Gary to the Warriors, a great action. You know, Champ made really good moves this year. I mean, just from the onset, organizing the team practices, you know, just all the above. And, you know, just even hearing some of the things that he says to the team in the huddles.
Yeah.
Like, case in point, when y'all were, you know, the Panthers started celebrating. And mind you, they were hyped. And it looked like they had y'all beat. And Champ was like, hey, the game is not over, bro. Like, game is not over. Stop celebrating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just things that championship principles that coaches have to instill into their players. Mm-hmm. And, you know, and to see the unity between the team, because as Champ was saying that, Jordan was also going, hey, bro, y'all stop tripping. Like, you know, whatever the case may be, like, the game ain't over with yet. So, yeah, I got to go, Champ. I'm being told I'm talking too much. So I'm gonna go and wrap this up. I'm done.
Who you got for coach of the year? I got Champ. I ain't gonna front.
Honestly, overall.
All right, we got three champs. 3 champs. What?
We got 3
Oh
champs.
God, not Dwight catching a stray. Wow. All right, man, we better get out of here. Time to go.
Time to go. Y'all can finish this on After Dark.
Right.
We done for the night.
Yeah, man.
Well, that has been another episode, you guys. And we'll catch you on After Dark. Peace.